Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is David. Now, the more I've been researching about the Sologenic ecosystem, then the more I'm realizing it has deeper roots than what many of us may have imagined. And I think it's quite likely that it will genuinely disrupt the financial industry going forward, particularly when it comes to the buying and selling of equities, commodities, non-fungible tokens, and things like that. Now, in this video, I'll give you an update on how many Solo tokens you can expect to receive during this upcoming airdrop. I'll highlight some of the unique features the ecosystem has to offer its users, and I will put an interview of the CEO right at the end who will talk about what the company is doing and what we can expect from them going forward. I hope you enjoy it. Now you may recall, according to the Sologenic blog post, there was an example given of how many Solo tokens you can expect to receive for the airdrop if you're a Solo token and XRP token holder. Now it turns out that these numbers have changed quite a bit as there have been a lot more claims to the Solo token airdrop. So I'd just like to give you the new numbers, and this is according to Bob Rass, the CEO and founder of Sologenic. He did a brief snapshot on the claims as of the 11th of December, and these are the claims, and this is what you can expect to receive once the airdrop takes place. Now, from what I can tell, if you're a Solo token holder, you actually need to claim and or set up some kind of trust line in order to receive the airdrop, just like the XRP holders had to do. I understood that this was just an automatic thing, but it seems like it's not the case. So be sure to do that before the snapshot date of Christmas Eve, 24th of December, 2021. But what this ultimately means is that if you're an XRP holder, then you can expect currently to receive about 0.013 Solo tokens for each of your XRP holdings and 1.54 Solo tokens for each of your current Solo token holdings that you've claimed against. Now that may not seem like much, particularly if you're an XRP holder, but when you have a look at the price of the Solo token, in the last 10 days it's actually increased about 70 cents. And if you look at the current monetary value of your XRP holdings and then compare that with the amount of Solo tokens you can expect to get for the airdrop, it turns out to be about 8%. Now, these numbers can obviously fluctuate over time, but as it stands right now, 8% return for simply holding your XRP and claiming the Solo token airdrop, I think that's pretty good. If you don't have a hardware wallet and are keeping your XRP tokens at an exchange and are not sure whether that exchange will support the airdrop, then you may want to consider downloading the XUMM Wallet to your mobile phone, transferring your tokens to that wallet address, and then claiming your Solo tokens against that wallet address. Now, XUMM is one of the more trusted wallets out there, so you may want to consider that to benefit from the airdrop. I found this article that spoke a little bit more about the type of protocol that the Sologenic platform is using, something they're calling proof of solvency mechanism, and how this is unique to Sologenic. What is it? Well, essentially this proof of solvency mechanism, it states here, provides a way for anyone to audit the reserves of Sologenic and confirm the value of their underlying assets. By providing the solvency of digital asset holdings on this blockchain, investors can rest assured their deposits are safe on the Sologenic network. This transparency provides a level of risk management functionality many blockchains don't, and Sologenic claims users' anonymity or privacy hasn't been impacted by this validation mechanism. Now, many people enjoy the convenience of payment by means of a credit card, and the same article goes on to highlight how Sologenic hopes to bring the same concept to the crypto world. It says via Solo cards, crypto investors will be able to spend their crypto as they would their fiat money in a bank account. Like other traditional credit cards, Solo cards will offer rewards of up to 2% cash back. Now, what makes the Sologenic card different? Well, the article goes on to say that there have been other crypto credit cards launched in the past. Sologenic isn't the first to this space. However, given Sologenic's security token focus and the transparent auditing process this blockchain provides, many investors believe this network's credit card program could be a real winner. So stay tuned for that one. On Sologenic's website, you can see the 4 different credit cards they're putting on offer. They all have different card limits and transaction fees.
What are you aiming to do with the financial markets?
Absolutely. Sologenic allows users and global investors to tokenize and access over 40,000 stocks and ETFs from top 30 global stock exchanges like NASDAQ, NYSE, London Exchange, and etc. Truly, we believe that Wall Street is a little bit outdated, and blockchain technology can play a very important role in disruption of the industry. Tokenization can bring a huge value, into the traditional financial market. Imagine that if global institutional investors and retail investors, they have access to all of these exchanges, global exchanges, on one single platform, and they can actually trade, multiple assets against each other at the same time at a very low cost. That can help them to manage their portfolio, in a better way, easier, and that potentially can bring more value and more cash flow into the market.
So that's really the problem that you're solving. Would this be more democratic? I mean, would it bring more people into the market, being able to be, the fact that it's tokenized? And what does that mean for an investor? Exactly.
So it means that investors, they can actually tokenize assets. It means that once an asset is tokenized on our central platform, users, investors, users, they can actually take the asset outside of the platform. They can have the self custody of the assets. They can even trade these assets 24/7. Versus the market average, the limitation of the market average we have, on the decentralized exchange. Not only that, we do offer more unique features.
Yes.
For example, fractional trading. That means that you can trade as little as $1. If you can even invest $1 into Amazon stocks. Right now, it's over $3,000. Or cross trading. That's a very unique feature. That means that let's say you have Tesla stock, right? That it's a tokenized asset. You take that tokenized asset outside of our centralized platform, you put it on the DEX, and there are other people, other investors that they own, let's say Amazon stocks, right? You can trade, you can convert your Tesla directly to Amazon stocks without having to go through conversion to fiat then fiat to Amazon.
Very interesting.
So it's a shortcut, and we cut a lot of cost here.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I've never seen that before. I've seen the fractional trading, but not the cross. So that's interesting. So how are you in compliance with security regulations? I mean, and you're headquartered in Canada, right?
No, Estonia.
Oh, Estonia. Okay,
Europe,
so Spain's a blockchain. So, so how do you navigate all the securities, regulations globally?
Yes. In terms of regulations, there are two different regulations involved here. We're talking about securities regulations and AML regulations. For securities regulations, you probably know we are obtaining our securities brokerage firm license, which is called MiFID inside EU. That license gives us the opportunity to offer trading of securities to the European residents, and we can passport the service, outside of Europe to certain countries. So that's for the security side of the matter. We are active inside Europe at this moment, and this is how we are fully in compliance with securities regulations. In terms of AML, obviously all users, they have to go through the KYC and AML procedure, which is very standard in the industry. The way that now the question is, how do we authorize investors to trade these securities outside of our platform on the decentralized exchange? That's the question here. So fortunately, because we are using XRP ledger technology, if users, they want to trade these tokenized stocks outside of our platform on the decentralized exchange, each user, they have to whitelist their wallet address. The way it works, with the XRP ledger technology, there is a feature, it's called trust line. It means that you need to open a trust line from your private wallet with Sologenic ecosystem in order to be able to trade that specific stock.
Okay.
So that means that you have to go through KYC and AML. So at any point of time, we do understand who owns what assets. And that's exactly what is required by authorities.
Okay.
And this is how we are in compliance with.
Interesting, yeah.
So we make it a letter, we give you more freedom. At the same time, we make sure that we meet the expectation of big brothers.
Yeah, okay. So what's your roadmap then for expansion? Where do you plan to go?
Roadmap, as you know, the development of the whole ecosystem is being completed at this moment. And we are in a very last step to obtain our securities brokerage firm license inside EU. We are, planning, we are forecasting that we're gonna go live. We're gonna launch our commercial service inside Europe for European residents within the next 3-4 months.
Okay.
Which is very exciting. That's this is where we put all of our focus at this moment.
Yeah, no, it's a big deal. Yeah.
Yes, and at the same time, for U.S. market, we are in touch. We have been in touch with a few big players. In U.S. market, in New York, in Silicon Valley. So we are launching our Series A fundraising, and it's going to be completed within the next 2 or 3 months.
Okay.
And the plan is we are relocating our headquarters from Europe to US.
Okay.
And once that happens, we're going to be offering full service inside US for the American institutions and retail clients.
Yeah.
So that's very exciting. This is what we're currently working on.
So how is this for somebody who is not so tech savvy? Maybe they don't totally get, I got to have a wallet and connect it to this, and there's a browser extension, and how easy is it to use?
When we developed Sologenic, the idea behind development of Sologenic was to make it as user-friendly as possible. That means that, users, average traders, average investors, they can use the platform with the minimal learning curve. For that reason, we have developed our web app, which makes it super, super easy for everyone to use that. As long as you know how to trade, you can use that. And we have developed our mobile app for iOS and Android.
Okay.